Welcome. Let's take a breath together. A breath of spring air. Breathe in gratitude through the heart. Breathe in. Let it settle you. And exhale. Again, one more breath. Breathe in gratitude. Whatever's up for you today. Breathe in. Let it calm you. And exhale. Today, my hummingbird friend we're going to talk about divine order. Talking about divine order with hummingbirds. When we go with the flow rather than fighting for our will, things just go better. I had an example of that. Some hummingbirds were nesting in my backyard, and I saw them take off, and sometimes I see them around my garden. And yesterday, I had a great metaphor for divine order that I thought I would lift up. There's little baby hummingbird flying around these Oaklandia passion flowers, these big, huge orange passion flowers in California called Oaklandias. And it was zooming around, and it knew that it was old enough to know that those were the things that had the nectar. It was flying around all by itself, and it found the big one that was open, and then it went around and looked at the big buds that were closed tight. These buds of the passion flower that were closed tight, and it was buzzing around those little flowers, trying to open them up. He was just trying to dive in with his little nose and push the flowers open. And then if that wasn't working, and so he actually landed on it and used his little claws to try to open the flower. And I just thought, little one, divine order, allow it to open up, right? Allow it to open up. We all have to learn that and relearn it. Someone was talking about how, before we began, about how amazing it was that her loved one was traveling in the United States and got sick at the right time that he could get help. Whereas if he was not traveling, it would have been much more difficult. It's just interesting how divine order happens when we hold it and when we see it. Divine order reminds us that there is a natural ebb and flow to life. There are days for organized accomplishment, and there are days to let go and relax and simply bless the mess. What day is that for you today? Divine order is present during the high energy as well as the low energy days. Each is part of a full and well-lived life. Let's hold that. We can bless the mess, or we can be highly energized. Let's take that into our meditation today. It's all divine order. The hummingbirds tell us that. We have our breath. We have gratitude. Sound. Allow the sound to be a bridge to your innermost chambers of your heart, holy ground, where spirit waits for you and has all your life, all our lives, to guide us, to resource us for the journey. Drop down to the mess of our heads, personally, to the quiet and calm of our hearts, where peace beyond all understanding waits for us. Drop down. Just be. Bless the mess. Bless the order. It's all part of it. Allow the sound to be a bridge between your head and your heart. Follow the notes of this steel drum onto holy ground. No need to force it to open up. It's opening all by itself. We go with the flow rather than fighting the current. Bless the mess. Embrace the flow into the silence. You drop down. Here's Hafiz, tired of speaking softly. Love wants to reach out and manhandle us, break all our teacup talk of God. If you had the courage and you could give the beloved his choice, some nights he would drag you around by the hair, ripping from your grip all those toys in the world that bring you no joy. Love sometimes gets tired of speaking sweetly and wants to rip to shreds all our erroneous notions of truth that make us want to fight within ourselves. Dear one, causing you and the world to weep on too many fine days. God wants to manhandle us. He wants us inside a tiny room with him to practice his drop kick. The beloved wants to do us a great favor and turn us upside down and shake all the nonsense out. When we find he is in such a playful mood, most everyone I know simply packs their bags and hightails it out of town. the lessons of divine order. We breathe in deep this place of peace, under the mess that we have blessed, into this peace which blesses us. The peace that passes all understanding is always available right here, under the chaos of the world, when we remember whose and who we belong to. We remember together with the hummingbird where our source of sweetness is. Thank you so much for joining us today.